Okay, today, this is the lesson for December 8th, 2020. Yesterday you guys all did a pretty good job of working with cause and effect. Okay, thanks for getting those turned in. Do now for today. A famine is a food shortage that may result from blank. Okay, a famine is a food shortage that may result from blank. Okay, that will be your do now. All right, so now we are looking at page 90 and 91. Okay, and so a prefix we know comes at the beginning of a word. So we're looking at the prefixes in and un today. So it tells us, remember that a prefix is a word part that is added to the beginning of a base or root word and changes the meaning of the word. The prefixes in and un mean not or opposite of. Okay? All right, so what they want you to do right here, they're looking at these word families. Okay, so the word is in action. Okay, so the base word or the main word of that is action. And over here it tells us that it means lack of movement or activity. Okay, something is not moving, right? If it's in action. Okay, all right. Now we have the word unsure. Okay, what would the base word of that be? Probably sure, right? Okay, so you would write sure right here. Okay, and you would write what you think the definition of unsure means. We know, once again, that un and in mean not or opposite of. So if you're unsure, that means that you are not sure about something. You're not 100% okay with something if you're unsure. Okay, I want you to do the next four on your own. Unpolluted, unsafe, uncommon, and unaffected. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video right here and do these. Once you're finished with these, okay, you will move on to these. Okay, so go ahead and pause. All right. Now we're moving on. Fill in the blanks using the base and prefixed words from the box above. Okay, drought is blank in areas that get a lot of rain and snow. Okay, a drought is probably uncommon, right? Because it's something that we don't see very often. Okay, so it's uncommon in areas that do get a lot of rain and snow. So I would say this word would be your first one right there. Okay, let's take another one. Let's look at 10. I'm just going to kind of help you with a couple. During a drought, people must take blank to conserve water. They must take, during a drought, people must take action. Okay, so you can use the base and prefixed words. Okay, so during a drought, people must take action to conserve water. Number 12, few people in the Dust Bowl were blank by the drought. Unaffected by the drought, right? Okay, most of them were unaffected, but it says few people in the Dust Bowl were unaffected. It's most people were affected, right? Okay, so I want you to do the ones that we didn't get to, the ones that I did not share with you. So you'll have about 2 or 3 there to do. Okay, all right, moving on. So now we're looking at multiple meaning words. Multiple meaning words have more than one meaning. For example, a pupil can be a student or a part of your eye. Okay, so all right, so a multiple meaning word, a pupil, it can be a student or it can be a part of your eye. To determine which meaning is correct in a particular sentence, pay attention to context clues. So we know that context clues are words around it that help us to understand it better, right? The noun plant is a multiple meaning word. It can refer to a tree, flower, or other living thing that is not an animal. Okay. It can also refer to a place where goods are manufactured. Okay, so we're thinking a plant, like a plant you grow on the ground. Okay, and we're also um, thinking of a plant like where they produce a lot of goods. Okay, like a power plant or a it's almost like a factory, right? Okay. Um, Read each sentence, circle context clues that clarify the meaning of the plants. All living things, humans, animals, and plants. I got the yawns bad today, sorry. Need water to survive. So I would say, okay, all living things, okay, that tells me they're talking about a plant that you like grow in the ground, right? Sometimes fresh water becomes contaminated, polluted with garbage, raw sewage, or harmful chemicals from nearby manufacturing plants. Okay? All right, so plants, nearby manufacturing, that's a huge context clue because plants that you grow on the ground aren't really used for manufacturing in a sense, okay? All right, so now define multiple meaning words. Droughts have become more common in recent years, okay? They say that common is an adjective because it's explaining something, okay? And common means frequent. It happens often, okay? What do the two regions have in common? Okay, in my mind, that's probably a prepositional phrase because in is right here. So, oh, they said adjective. Okay, all right. So when something is in common, it's shared by two things. Okay, during a drought, people may need to store water. Okay, so what are they doing? They're storing it. This would be a verb. Okay, so what does it mean to store? I want you guys to write that right there. Okay, what it means to you to store. Don't just copy this down, but okay, write what it means for you to store something. Okay, some people buy water at the store. That would be a noun. Okay, and what is a store where you would buy things? I want you to write your definition. Okay. Strike is a verb to occur suddenly, causing a negative effect. The drought will strike by summer. Okay, strike, verb, to hit something as with the hand. So in my mind, this would be like to strike a match, right? Okay. Okay. So you need to put a a a sentence for the word strike. Okay. Number 7. Okay, present, which is a noun. Okay, so a gift. I want you to write a sentence using present. Okay, and then this one is present, as in, are you present? Okay, are you here? Okay, so you need to write a sentence for that. All right. All right, very good. So let's get these turned in. Just a couple of other things I want to review. Make sure day to day that you're filling out your reading log. I'm hoping that we're doing a pretty good job with our reading. Let's take a look at our for this month. Reading. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Independent reading. Okay. All right. So it's telling me that right now you're okay. So we're kicking butt. Okay. So doing a good job. Last month was our weakest month pretty much of the whole year so far. Let's do this. We're at 40,000. Let's get up here and beat this. If we can get there somehow by Christmas break, we will celebrate. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get up there. I want you guys reading books, taking quizzes, and let's get there as a class. Okay, so that's everybody. All right, that's everybody I have reading and taking quizzes and doing a good job. Okay. Make sure that you're not just reading a book and then taking a quiz and failing the quiz. That means you didn't read the book well enough. Okay. All right. Let's stop right there. Work hard. Have fun. Make sure you get your 10 to 15 minutes in of our student application. Okay, as you can see right here, last week we averaged about 12 minutes. We only have one day so far this week, but we're averaging 10.6. That's just barely up above where we need to be. So let's make sure we get some time in on that also. All right, okay. All right, guys, good job. Keep it up.